the defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good evening, Your Honors. Good evening, opposing counsel, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew Harris. This is my co-counsel, Rob Mabry. Together, we're here to present to you the case of the state versus the defendant, Mr. Pat Hopper. We represent the defense of this case. Now, as this is a criminal case, your vote must be unanimous in order to convict my client, Pat Hopper. And as this is a criminal case, the state has the burden of proof. What that means is that they must prove to you that Pat Hopper is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. What that also means is that my co-counsel and I do not have to prove anything to you. We may not have to prove anything to you, but we are still here for a reason. We are here to present to you the case of Mr. Pat Hopper. Now, my client, Pat Hopper, right now, is cloaked in the presumption of innocence. He is presumed to be innocent at this very moment. He was presumed to be innocent when the state delivered their opening, and he will still be presumed to be innocent throughout the duration of this case. It is only until and unless you deliver a verdict of guilty unanimously that Pat Hopper is no longer cloaked in the presumption of innocence. Now, as I said, we may not have to prove anything, but we are still here for a reason. We are here to tell you about Pat Hopper. Pat Hopper is a student at Metropolitan High School. He's a kid. He's probably a lot like the kids you know. But one thing that makes Pat Hopper special is that he is an exceptional basketball player. He's a stellar athlete. He's a stellar teammate on the Metropolitan High School varsity team of basketball. As a matter of fact, he is so good that he's been offered a scholarship to go to college to further his education, to play the sport he loves to play at the college level. This is a great opportunity for Pat. And you will hear from our witness, Coach Jamie Ringer, about the specifics of this scholarship. You will hear about the relationship that she's established with my client, Pat Hopper, over the past few months. And you will hear from her about Pat Hopper's character. Now, unfortunately, on June 11th, 2010, Pat Hopper entered the home of the Wilsons at 65 Newton Avenue, the home of Pat Hopper's math teacher and his math teacher's spouse. He was there to return a math test, which he had kept after class that day. He kept it after class because he was concerned about how he was doing on the test. He was concerned about losing his scholarship, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, as a result of this, Pat Hopper has been accused of not only criminal trespass, but as you heard from the state, burglary, theft, and even bias theft. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Pat Hopper has got a lot to lose today. You will hear from Officer Chris Chanko. He was the investigating officer at 65 Newton Avenue that day when the 911 call was received. He will tell you that Pat Hopper came willingly with him to the police station. He will tell you that when he spoke with Mrs. Wilson during his investigation, she did not report any stolen items. Finally, you're going to hear from Mr. Pat Hopper. Pat Hopper is going to tell you why he was there at 65 Newton Avenue on June 11th, 2010. He's going to tell you what he was doing there, what he was intending to do there, and ultimately he's going to tell you what he did there. And finally, he is going to tell you that he is innocent of burglary, that he is innocent of theft, and that he is innocent of bias theft. As I said before, Pat Hopper has got a lot to lose today. He's got this scholarship. This is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. He's got this opportunity that's on the line. He wants to go play basketball at college. And just like Pat Hopper, when he plays basketball out on the court, my co-counsel and I today will be playing to win. We will be playing to win because we think that when you are given the evidence and the facts of this case, you will return a vote of not guilty. I am confident in that statement. At the conclusion of this case, my co-counsel Robert Mabry will deliver a closing statement, and he will ask you to do this, return a vote of not guilty. And I would finally like to thank you for your time and your consideration in the deliberation of this case. Thank you, Your Honors.